and we measure the brain activity, and we decode the brain activity in order to reconstruct the movie. So on the left here is the movie we actually showed people, and on the right is our reconstruction. When the movie that we showed has a fairly common object like a person, our reconstructions are actually fairly accurate. But when the movie that we showed is something rarer, as you'll see in a second, like this abstract thing, then our reconstructions are coarser. Not really so much over here again. I think you'll be able to use this kind of technology for communicating with people who can't communicate, like locked-in patients or people with neurological diseases. I think you could maybe use this in some forms of psychotherapy or dream analysis. I think there's a lot of potential clinical applications for this. When this model worked, we were very happy because it was really quite surprising that it would work at all. We're only taking snapshots of the brain every 1 or 2 seconds, and our reconstructions of movies happen at the movie rate. So that's much faster, and there's no reason one would think that this would work, and in fact most of our colleagues just told us this would never work. So it was pretty surprising and satisfying when it actually worked.
With the help of artificial intelligence, engineers have created a system that translates thoughts into actual speech. Now, the advancement is giving new hope to people who have lost their ability to speak. RT's Trinity Chavez has more on this story.
Neuroengineers out of the University of Columbia have created a breakthrough device that uses machine learning neural networks to translate brain activity into actual speech. Many are saying this could be life-changing. The findings published in the journal Nature details how the team at Columbia University's Zuckerman Mind and Brave Behavior Institute use deep learning algorithms and the same type of tech that empowers devices like Apple's Siri.
I'm here to help.
And the Amazon Echo.
Okay, it's nice to meet you.
And it turned thought into accurate and intelligible sentences, now offering new hope to patients unable to speak after a stroke or an accident. Electronic engineering professor Dr. Nima Maskarani says he hopes it will be life-changing. In a statement, he said, "Our voices help connect us to our friends, family, and the world around us, which is why losing the power of one's voice due to injury or disease is so devastating. With today's study, we have a potential way to restore that power. We've shown that with the right technology, these people's thoughts could be decoded and understood by any listener." To do this, the research team asked 5 epilepsy patients who were already undergoing brain surgery to help out. They attached electrodes to different exposed surfaces of the patient's brain and ensured they were engaged with the task of reading them stories from a children's book. To acquire the data to train the vocoder, the patients then listened to 40 seconds worth of spoken sentences, repeated randomly 6 times. Next, the patients listened to speakers counting from 0 to 9 while their brain signals were fed back to the vocoder. The vocoder algorithm then spat out its own sounds, which were then cleaned up by a neural network, eventually resulting in robotic speech mimicking the counting.
3, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
They found that the people could understand and repeat the sounds about 75% of the time.